Probably get some pretty decent lean angles here. There's Vogel State Park to my right. You can't really see it with the foliage that's grown in now. Come up here years ago, and I was lucky to ride with some pretty responsible guys that had, you know, they had matured in their riding, and so they weren't about going fast on the straightaways up here. They were, however, about going fast in the turns, because that's where the exhilaration was. I mean, who can't go fast in a straight line? To a point. There were roads up here that I can remember doing 140 miles an hour on. According to my speedometer, it probably wasn't that fast. But that's why I wound up leaving the street. I went to the racetrack, and that was fun, but the racetrack is where you need to go for that kind of thing. Controlled conditions, emergency personnel on site, runoff room in case if you make a mistake, you're not going to fly off the edge of a mountain or hit a guardrail. I mean, worst case scenario is you slide some and you hit some tires or something. This is where this kind of pretty much begins. We'll pass Blood Mountain. That's kind of a high point where a lot of bikers will stop and talk, get to know each other, meet, that kind of thing. Another good thing about this bike has about 1,600, 1,700 miles on it. A lot of the mileage on the tires is in the middle of the tire. So the sides of the tires are, I wouldn't say they're unused, but because I've been riding up here, but it's not been worn down near as much as the middle has at this point. I'd say these tires are about halfway through their life. If you like to ride curvy roads, this one needs to be on your list. This is where everybody used to pull over. Again, it's Friday night, so nothing going on up here. But hopefully this camera kind of can capture some of these curves pretty well. People are so scared to lean their bike. One thing I learned years ago is the bike can usually take a lot more than you can throw at it. It's when people freak out or they don't read the road far enough ahead that they get themselves into trouble. That and unpredictable conditions. leaves, dead squirrel, big, you know, campers or Winnebagoes splitting lanes. But on the weekend, this place will be packed with motorcycles, especially sport bikes. A lot of people come up here in their cars too. Miatas, Porsches, Ferraris, Vets. Lots of room. Looked like it rained actually. It's just a wet pavement. Feels like it. I do love riding the curves. There's one of those campers now, and a sport bike. Degrees. That's that air conditioning I was talking about earlier when I was burning up on that gravel road. I used to come through here on a CBR 1100 XX way back. Sparks flying off the pegs. I soon learned that was not the right bike for this, and I got rid of it. I didn't catch this rain though, because the suit I'm in can take it, but it doesn't have any of the weather gear to keep you warm in it. Probably be a little chilly right now if it was raining. is the core of 129. And I know these signs say 180, but it's a detour. Oh, maybe the road's closed. I'm not sure.